Hi Earth signs, how are you? This is Shooting Stars Tarot. Happy Easter. Welcome to your weekly Law of Attraction and Manifestation reading. Before I get started, I am starting to do private readings again, so if you're interested in ordering a private reading, just click on the link below this video and get it ordered, all right? It brings you to a booking site. You can select your time and then pay through PayPal and then email me your questions. It does really help if you have your rising sign, your sun sign, rising sign, and moon sign, and that of your partner. If your reading is love focused, that always helps a lot. If you don't have it, at least if you have your two zodiac signs, your two sun signs, that will help. That's fine. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Thank you so much for all of your likes and your shares and your subscribes. I love reading your comments. I know I'm not very interactive on them, but I always read through them, and it just makes me so happy to read them, even if there's criticism. Okay, so keep the comments coming. I really appreciate them. Okay, for the people who want to timestamp this reading below, I'm going to do Taurus, Virgo, and then Capricorn. All right, let's go ahead and get started. All right, what are the messages for Taurus this week of April 16th? What are the messages and advice that you have for Taurus in their love life and love and life and what they're wanting to manifest this week? What are the messages for Taurus? Taurus. Okay. All right, Taurus, this is what you want. Your focus is taking you, advice, and then something additional to consider. Well, Taurus, what is the Emperor? This is the card of Aries. You may be involved with a fire sign. You may be involved with an Aries. You may also be taking on this type of persona, okay? Taking charge, being the leader, speaking your mind, being vibrant in your actions and your mannerisms. So this is what is this week. Life and love. This doesn't have to be relating to love. You could be involved with you could be a leader at work or leading a project at work, and you're really needing to. And you do very well, Taurus, actually. You are very grounded and you work very hard. And so when you get into a leadership position, you do very, very well. What you want is the Knight of Swords, reversed. This is a beautiful energy. You're wanting this week to take all emotion and radical emotion out of something, whether it be relationship, work-related, friendship, family, health, fitness, whatever. You want to take all radical emotion out of it. You want everything around the situation to calm down, relax, think, speak, and act with a clear mind. You may be needing to take the lead in this if this situation is starting to get out of control, because remember, this is the position of what you're wanting. You're wanting things to calm down. What is you're in the leadership position. You're in the main hot seat. So you may have to take the leadership role in getting things to calm down. If this is work related, you're going to have to be the one to step up, set the example, have the communication about everybody just calm down. Your focus, the Eight of Pentacles. You're very work related this week, Taurus. Eight of Pentacles, putting your head down and working. Staying focused on the goal, staying focused on the task at hand. Even if that is your leadership position, staying focused on the task at hand. Being practical. You want people to be practical. You want everybody involved to be practical. Where this focus is taking you is temperance. It's causing you, Taurus, to have your emotions be wavy. You're focusing on work. Other people may be focusing on emotions and passions, and they're not thinking with the clear mind. And you're saying, we need to focus, and it's stressing you out. Advice, Knight of Wands, reversed. This is an important advice card for you, Taurus, because this indicates the Knight of Wands, yes, fiery energy, is the card of Sagittarius. So action-oriented, all over the place, happy, but it can be egotistical, okay? Can speak too bluntly. So as an advice card, with this being reversed, be careful with how you speak with respect to this position, this card, and also with respect to this Temperance card being reversed. Your emotions are going to be flaring, and it's good because, Taurus, you actually manage your emotions very well, but they can flare up, especially when everybody around you is going crazy. So just be careful and slow in your speech and decisions this week. Keep the Emperor in mind. Act like the Emperor with the focus in mind. Okay, you're not only going to be leading this week, you're actually also going to have to be doing by example, setting the example. Something additional to consider is the Ten of Wands reversed. This is important because this is going to be a crazy week for you, I'm sensing, Taurus. And the Ten of Wands is a card of having so much on your plate and being crazy busy and stressed out, but still positive that you can accomplish it all. So yes, that's beautiful. Now this is reversed. So this means that this stress that you're having, this stress that's going on in your life or in your work life is going to be temporary. It's coming to an end. And this may be pulling over from last week, and it may be tapering off as we move into this week. Great reading, Taurus. I hope you enjoyed it. And let's move on to Virgo. Hi Virgos, how are you? This is Shooting Stars Tarot. Welcome to your weekly Law of Attraction and Manifestation video. If you're interested in ordering a private reading, I started doing them again, so just click on the link below and get your time set up, and then we will get you your reading. I will get you your reading. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Virgos, what are the messages and advice that you have for Virgos with respect to life and love this week of April 16th? What are the messages for Virgos? Okay, I need to do one more, it says. All right, Virgos, what is Two of Wands? What you want, your focus is taking you, advice, and then additional advice to consider. Virgos, what is the Two of Wands? You feel as if you're at a crossroads between past and future. And how ironic too, because we are in the midst of a Venus retrograde and a Mercury retrograde and a Jupiter retrograde and a Saturn retrograde. Okay? And you are always so diligent and grounded and detail-oriented that this week it's going to feel, you're going to feel like the pressure of wanting to move something forward, but not having the motivation there to do it. So you're going to feel a little stumped. And you're very action-oriented, Virgos. You like to stay busy. You like to complete things. And so this week when you're feeling this, it's like in your gut, you're going to have this urgency of needing to do something, but the motivation isn't going to be there. So just be aware of that this week, and don't stress yourself out over it. Sometimes it's kind of nice to just lay low and feel or go with the flow. Do what needs to be done, but don't stress yourself out over what is or isn't getting done. Just do what's needing to be done. Sit with your energy. Stay positive and don't get stressed out. Don't let that sense of urgency in your gut, feeling like you're not doing enough or it's not getting finished fast enough, don't let that get to you this week. What you want is the Nine of Pentacles reversed. Now, the Nine of Pentacles reversed can mean two things. It can either mean that your life is settled in the way that you want, materialistically and in terms of success in career, However, you are feeling lonely and you're wanting a relationship. The other thing that it can mean is that it's not relationship related at all, and you don't feel like your life is the way that you want it to be. And that's what I'm sensing is how you're feeling this week, Virgos, because this sense of urgency that you're going to be feeling, this past, present confusion, which direction do I go? That is a result of not being completely content with where your life is. Knowing you can do more, knowing you want more, knowing you want to be in a different place right now, but feeling stuck. Okay, so now this is interesting because this is in the place of what you want. Okay, so you're actually wanting to have a moment. He's actually sitting down and he's thinking. So you're wanting to have a moment of solitude where you can think clearly about where your life is and where you want it to be, and not for the purpose of getting discouraged about it, but to formulate a plan. To formulate a plan of how fast can I get my life to where I want it to be? Where do I want to be next year? Where do I want to be next month or in 3 months? Okay? It's not where I am now. I know I'm not happy where I am now, but because you're so practical, Virgos, and because you're so diligent and hardworking, it's very easy for you. One, yes, you can feel frustrated, but it's also easy for you to sit down and think of a map and a plan of action of how to get there, how to fix this. Beautiful. And the reason why I'm saying all of that is because your focus is the Empress. You are going to be sitting here figuring out, and this figuring out, this plan of action, this map is going to breathe life into you for the weeks to come. You're feeling stuck right now. Saturn's retrograde. Jupiter's retrograde, so things don't feel for anybody that they're going in their favor. So, but you're enveloping and embracing, not enveloping, and you're embracing that energy, and you're going to let that breathe life into you. You're going to sit down and figure out exactly what you need to do and what you want to do. And then you're going to have all sorts of energy and all sorts of ideas about how to get it done. And you're going to be very excited. And then as the week progresses, you will be excited to work tirelessly towards getting your life in the way that you want it. And this focus is taking you to the Ace of Cups. So this excitement, this lack of urgency is going to breathe into you urgency. It's going to breathe into you work ethic. Not like you need any more, Virgos, because you have a ton already. But you're going to have this, the motivation will come back. The passion is going to come back. In whatever it is that you're doing. In life, in love, in work projects, in starting new work. The passion's going to come back and all the feelings will be there. And then, where your advice is, your focus is taking you to bring in passion. And then advice is the Chariot. You're going to have endless amounts of energy and excitement to move forward and get something done, to turn this around. This is the beautiful reading for you, Virgos. And then something additional to consider is the Knight of Wands reversed. The Knight of Wands upright is, the Knight of Wands in general, action-oriented, egotistical, blunt, excited, frivolous, okay, risk-taker, but also happy, very optimistic. So all those words I said, they don't have to be negative. They can be very positive because he is so optimistic. Now, when this is reversed, this is just, and when it's in the position of something additional to consider, this is just saying to stay grounded. Don't get overzealous. You're going to have the energy, but remember, Virgos, you're so detail-oriented, so you will have mapped out exactly what needs to get done. And it will be in a realistic fashion. It won't be something that you're shooting for the moon tomorrow. It'll be realistic. So stay grounded this week and be excited because this is a nice turning point for you this week. All right, well, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed that. Let's move on to Capricorns. Capricorns, how are you? This is Shooting Stars Tarot. Welcome to your weekly Law of Attraction reading. I am doing private readings, so if you're interested in ordering a private reading, just click on the link below and get it ordered. You pay through PayPal, and then just be sure to email me your questions, and then I can get your reading done. All right, what are the messages and advice that you have for Capricorns this week of April 16th? Capricorns, what are they trying to manifest and bring into their life this week of April 16th? Capricorns in life and love this week. Okay. Capricorns, this is what you want, your focus, where your focus is taking you, advice, and then additional advice to consider. Capricorns, this week is going to be challenging for you. Just this month in general is tense for everybody. Venus is retrograde in Pisces, so it's emotional. Mercury is retrograde, bringing back everything from the past plus communication issues. Jupiter is retrograde, so things don't feel like they're expanding and working out in your favor. This is for everybody. This is not just for you, so just keep this in mind. And then Saturn is retrograde. So it's as if there's this feeling of everything wanting to expand and grow, and there's this urgency around the possibility of getting things done and moving in a direction, but then it's as if everything's restricted in some weird way. So just be aware of that and don't get frustrated, because I know Capricorns, you and just like the other earth signs, work so hard that when things, you work so hard and so perfectly and so diligently that you already know in your mind that you're going from point A to point B, and this is going to be the result. So this week it's going to be extra frustrating because you'll do the work, but then you won't be at that destination, and you'll feel very frustrated. But it's temporary. Everybody's feeling it in April, and so just be aware of that. So what is this? This frustration is causing you to be frustrated and feel as if it may bring out some insecurities in you, because you're not going to feel like you're getting things done in the manner and to the degree of completedness that you're used to. Or you'll feel uneasy because you'll feel that it's not done good enough. So it's going to make you feel a little bit insecure. What you want is the Ace of Swords reversed. And the Ace of Swords, when she's upright, it speaks of clarity and strategy and extreme force in moving something forward. This is reversed, sitting right next to the Strength card being reversed. So you may be putting extreme force into something to getting something done, and you're not getting the result. And it's causing a great deal of anguish for you this week, at least in the beginning of the week. And then your focus is the Queen of Cups. So it may bring out a very emotional response in you, something that you're not used to, or I don't want to say aware of. It's going to be something you're not used to. It's going to cause you to feel even more frustrated, because you don't like to operate from an emotional place. And this is going to be causing you to operate from an emotional place, and you're not going to like that, because you don't like to operate from an emotional place. You like precision and groundedness and diligency and sure-footedness. So your focus is going to be, it's going to kind of get your mind spinning, because you're going to say, I'm emotional, I'm not making this right decision. Why am I frustrated? Am I coming home from work and I'm exhausted? It's because you're pouring extra emotion into this situation, because there's insecurities and things are going to be going in the way, the ease that you're needing them to. Now, where this focus is taking you is to the Three of Swords. This possibly could be relationship related. Now, the Three of Swords is reversed, so keep this in mind that this stress, if it is relationship related, don't make any final decisions. Don't call anything because it's just a stressful week for everybody. And if something does happen, and the advice is the Tower card, so just be aware that something is going to be breaking down, and that's the advice card. Maybe you need to let it break down. Maybe your partner is being extremely emotional. There's no clarity. They are being insecure, or their emotional outrage, I want to say. Antics, that's a better word. Their emotional antics are going to cause you to feel really insecure because you're not going to know what to do. So just know that something's not over. It's going to feel over, but just accept that. And then this is the additional advice to consider. This is extremely important, Capricorns. Something's going to break down this week, and don't go into hermit mode. Try to step out of that space and move towards something in order to rectify it and in order to fix it or in order to communicate. Don't go into hermit mode because that's going to make things worse. Stay present, stay available. If this is work related or love related, no matter how stressful it gets, something, when it breaks down, step into it and work towards fixing it. Work towards communicating through it. That's going to be very important for you this week. There are going to be lots of emotions. There's going to be lots of insecurities. And this is the key here for you this week, Capricorns. Step into it. Be present and communicate. There's nothing that's going to fix anything by you going away and sitting in your head and trying to work it through. You need to be there. All right, Capricorns, well, I hope you enjoyed this. And welcome to April 16th, Easter weekend. And stay tuned for the monthly May love readings because those are coming up shortly. All right, thank you so much. Bye.